Welcome to the Norsk Museum in Mungatuck. Welcome and many thanks for joining us. This building is on the National Register of Historic Buildings. Located in Norway, Illinois, this is the oldest permanent Norwegian settlement in America. This scene takes place on Opening Day, which is held annually on the first Saturday in June. The Viking ship is a quarter-scale version of a true Viking ship, everything handcrafted as they did 1,200 years ago. The National Norwegian Memorials, just a quarter-mile west of town, is on Clegg-Pearson Highway, Illinois Route 71. Just behind the National Memorial is the Nelson Cemetery. The Nelson family is part of the original Slooper passengers of 1825. Clegg-Pearson's sister, Kari, is buried here. This cemetery is part of the Nelson Farm, which is still in the same family. They homesteaded the Virgin Prairie in 1835. Another historic cemetery is located directly behind our museum. More original founders are buried here, including Charles Borsenius, the founder of the Norway store. Clegg-Pearson, the father of Norwegian immigration, first came to America in 1821 as an agent between the New York Quakers and the Quakers in Norway. He is responsible for bringing the first group of Norwegian, the Sloopers, to America in 1825. This soon led to the Great Immigration. Within the next 80 years, 25% of the population of Norway would come to America. This is a replica of the ship called the Restoration, which carried the first group in 1825. This tiny ship only had one mast, thus making it a sloop-style ship. The original 53 passengers would forever be called sloopers. This first group, mostly from Stavanger, Norway, came to America for religious freedom. A combination of Quakers and Hauge Lutherans. The voyage took them 98 days. One of the ship owners of the Restoration was Daniel Rosdale. He came with his wife and 4 children. This was their family trunk. In 1975, King Olaf V came to Norway, Illinois to help us celebrate the 150th anniversary of the Sloopers coming to America. In 2025, we will be celebrating the 200th anniversary. Here's King Olaf V dedicating this monument at the National Norwegian Memorials. Governor Dan Walker, to the right, dedicated the Illinois Route 71 as Clegg-Pearson Highway. Most every fall we are graced by a tour bus from Norway, Europe. This 1880s altar and pulpit were donated by the Fox River Lutheran Church. The Norway Hauge Lutheran Church and Fox River merged together in 1917. The Hauge Church was then used as Fox River's annex until 1973, when we took it over as a museum. Reverend Olsen came to Norway, Illinois, the Fox River Settlement, in 1839. He was the first Norwegian Lutheran minister in America, building the first Norwegian Lutheran church here. Olsen eventually moved to Wisconsin, starting about 75 Hauge churches between here and the Dakotas. Here are many more examples of trunks on display. Leaving your birth country forever and only having one trunk, what would you pack? On the balcony are two Viking shields. In 1893, the Columbia Exposition, the Chicago World's Fair, was celebrating the 400th anniversary of Columbus rediscovering America. A newspaperman in Norway commissioned a Viking replica to be sailed to America for the first time and prove that Leif Erikson could actually make the voyage. The 1890 buggy was discovered by this couple while visiting their ancestral farm in Norway. The cousins in Norway gave them the buggy and shipped it to America, while their nephew had it restored. Skiing was invented in Scandinavia over 2,000 years ago. No wonder most of the Winter Olympic events are dominated by Norway. The bunad is a traditional Norwegian national costume. It is common to wear bunads at various celebrations such as folk dances, confirmations, weddings, and especially May 17th, National Day celebrations. Every region in Norway has their own unique style of bunad. It has become the national pride of the country and the preserved memory of ancestors. The kitchen displays various stoves, butter churns, cooking utensils, and an ice box, even a recipe for making your own lye soap. A young couple was married and set up residence in a Chicago suburb. This beautiful 1883 dining room set was handcrafted in Norway and shipped to their home in America. Trolls in Norse mythology, they dwell in isolated mountains, rocks, and caves, typically larger than humans and usually quite ugly. We have a favorite exhibit in the museum, notable Norwegians, all of whom were born within 5 miles of the museum. Cy Johnson was a Major League Baseball pitcher over 20 years, most notably known for being the last man to strike out Babe Ruth. When he wasn't playing baseball during the off-season, he came back to Norway to manage the Norway store. After retirement, he coached the Sheridan American Legion junior baseball team. Holger Nelson Tuftoy was born just north of Marseilles, Illinois. He made national attention in 1946 by predicting space travel to the moon. In 1944, Tuftoy recruited 100 German scientists, including Dr. Wernher von Braun, to work for America. The results gave us our military lead, the space program, and so many technological advantages that we now all enjoy. On May 13, 1959, he was the subject of the television show This Is Your Life in Hollywood, when his enthusiasm and exuberance were seen by the entire country. Can you imagine our world today without H.N. Tuftoy's leadership, initiative, persuasiveness, and persistence? This 25-foot timeline provides a visual aid showing how we came to America, from the Viking Age to present day. In our farm section, we include livestock, grain, dairy, threshing day, blacksmithing, and even show tools of how to build your own farmhouse. This is our salute to the military, Norwegians who served in the Civil War to present day. During our opening day celebration, you will find Viking souvenir selections for purchase. Rosemalling, Norwegian for rose painting, is the name of a form of decorative folk art that originated in the rural valleys of Norway. Rosemalling is a style of decorative painting on wood that uses stylized flower ornamentation, scrollwork, and geometric elements in flowing patterns. And again on opening day, you may witness a rosemalling expert showing a live demonstration. Hardanger is a form of embroidery traditionally worked with white thread. Here you see some smorgasbord volunteers preparing to serve you. This is our Taste of Norway breakfast featuring fried kumla. Kumla is a potato dumpling, a local favorite. Sliced and fried for breakfast is terrific. Served with scrambled eggs, ham, bacon, waffles with lingonberry, and of course hot coffee. A smorgasbord is nothing without the dessert table. This brings back fond memories of holiday gatherings past. Featured with kringla, guma, lefse, krumkake, fruit soup, rice pudding, lots of cakes, and of course coffee. Here's a seating at our smorgasbord, always a sellout, featuring lutefisk, kumla, ham, salads, meatballs, breads, and lots of desserts. This is our popular Temperance Dinner Theater, a light-hearted play about an average meeting of the Norway Temperance Association. There are plenty of 1880s temperance songs and music making for a fun night. After the opening day breakfast, visitors were entertained by folk dancing. Here's a close-up view of the folk dancers. And here's a larger group of folk dancing. Our antique license plate collection is only out for display once a year for the annual Norway Car Show. The last Saturday in July is the setting for the Norway Car Show. Antique cars cover the entire museum property and throughout the village of Norway. School field trips are available by reservation. Private tours and special interest tours are also available. Just check our website to contact us. Our Viking ship is busy with the area parade circuit and local events throughout the Chicago area, seen by 500,000 spectators to date. Tack for visiting us. Opening day is the first Saturday in June. We are open every weekend from 1 to 5, June to September, or available year-round by appointment. Follow Norsk Museum on Facebook or visit our website www.norskmuseum.org for more information. After the tour, visit the Norway store just across the street. Farvel for Norway. Tack!